When we go to clear out the rest of this using these sponges, then we can just hop into the nether. You didn't already know this about sponges? Oh crap. That's not good. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages? Runtime Error here, back with another episode of Minecraft. We're starting out today over at this ocean monument that we found when we were looking for the End Stronghold a few episodes back. I've already taken the liberty of clearing it out, killing the Elder Guardian, and removing most of the structure. As you can see, it's completely, we can't see, it's completely down to the base block and pillars. And we've left a center column here that will eventually be the drop shaft for our farm. I've got a beacon set up that's giving us defense and regen, and then this box right here currently is our conduit, but we'll probably be moving that to underneath the main structure. We're going to be building a guardian farm today that uses a unique mechanic that's not going to require us to drain the ocean or place all that sand and mess with sponges and all that stuff. But before we do, I think the easiest thing to do, because we're going to be dealing with all the underwater thing with all of the guardians still spawning, is to do it with a bunch of invisibility potions. And so we're going to have to run back to base real quick and brew those up. Now, if you're not sure how to make invisibility potions, it's actually quite simple. We're going to start out like just about any other potion that we brew in Minecraft by taking our brewing stand here with blaze powder in it. We'll add 3 water bottles that currently have no effect and add a nether wart. And that turns them into awkward potions, which is the basis for almost every potion in Minecraft. Once we have our awkward potions, we need to convert those into potions of night vision, and the way that we do that is by combining 1 carrot and surrounding it with 8 gold nuggets in a crafting bench, just like so. Gold carrot. Add it to the mix. And then we have Potion of Night Vision. Now, brewing in Minecraft has this really cool mechanic where almost every potion has an opposite effect, and so since we wanted to be invisible, we've made night vision potion first of all. So we've made a potion that makes seeing easier, and now we need to reverse it into a potion that makes seeing impossible. And the way that you reverse a potion almost every single time is with a fermented spider eye. And all we have to do for that is take a sugar and a brown mushroom and a spider eye, and we get the fermented spider eye. Add that to our potion. And we get a potion of invisibility that lasts for 3 minutes. But we can do even better than that. To extend the duration of any potion that you brew in Minecraft, all you have to do is add a piece of redstone dust. And then our invisibility will go from 3 minutes to 8 minutes. And that's it. Now, we can get back to working on the Guardian farm without having to worry about all those nasty Guardians shooting us with their magic. So now that we're back at the Guardian farm, let's drink our potion of invisibility. And it's important to note that this only works without armor on. You can, however, leave your helmet on, which we really probably don't need, seeing as how we've got the conduit set up, but we're going to go ahead and use it anyway. And I just want to show you real quick. I was not sure if it showed up in the flyby or not. Yeah, see, this section over here is still open. This was the front of the monument. We need to close this off. I built this pillar here just to keep it uniform. This would have all been completely open. But if I come up here to all the drops... All the drops, I say. All of the... this was all the stuff that I picked up. Let's just throw this stuff in here. There we go. Get rid of some of the stuff that we don't need. Pick up these guys right here. And head on back down. And you can see with that invisibility, they're completely leaving me alone. They have no idea that I'm even here. So we just need to get this completely filled in. I mean, do we need to? Probably not. Are we going to? Absolutely. Alright, last couple of blocks going in right there. And so now we've got a full platform complete. And you can see, actually, I threw these sea lanterns down in the corners here to try to help keep these guys away from us. Not that they're going to bother us with our invisibility on, but just it's a pain in the butt to have them all up in your face. And you can see that they're absolutely attracted to these sea lanterns, and that is the mechanic that we're going to exploit to make this farm. Now, I'm also going to set... I think I'm going to go ahead and clear out the underneath. That guy swam down while the hole was still in place. I don't believe that guardians will actually spawn underneath here, but either way... What I'm going to do, you know, I don't even know that I need to enclose it. So, thinking rather than dry out the whole area underneath here, I'm going to figure out how big of a room I'm going to need to build, and then we'll dry out that with maybe a little bit of extra on either side. Do we necessarily need to because we've got the conduit? No. But that's the decision that I'm going to make. You guys can totally make a different decision if you want to make this same farm in your world. But that's how I'm going to do it. Alright guys, so real quick update. I dug out a bit of an area here. I still need to dig out down below. I needed to dig the room a little bit deeper, but I also put some walls up around. So now we're not going to get any more guardians in here messing with us, which is perfect. I'm on my last invisibility potion. I've got about 4 minutes left. That also means I went ahead and put the rest of my armor on, so now I have Depth Strider again and can move around in the water a lot easier. Now, one of the things that I'm thinking is if we come out, let's see, right about, is it here that I figured it out? Yeah. I'm going to dig down to here. Just like so. We're going to need a way in and out of this place, right? Because we put walls around it all over the place. And at some point, we're going to want to be able to access this thing from another hub anyway. So I'm going to put another portal in. Now I'm not really sure what will happen if I try to light it underwater. So I'm not going to try. I'm actually going to do something like this. And then, I'm thinking we do... I think that there's got to be a way, right? Like if I do this, and then this, so there's the portal frame in place. I'm just trying to figure out, and then if we take out some of this water with some sponges, which we're going to want to do anyway. Now it just keeps continuing to fill in. Oh, wait. Maybe extending these blocks out a bit. Maybe these blocks. Still dropping. Oh, but if I do this. Now the water should drop to there, and then this is completely open. Perfect! Now I should also be able to pick these back up. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, that's holding. Let's get some light in here. I don't have any torches. We'll bring some torches in here later. Actually, the portal might give us enough light just as it is. Let's go ahead and light it. Oh. No? Oh, I made it the wrong size. Stupid runtime. We've done it. The other thing that's going to help us out with is when we go to clear out the rest of this using these sponges, then we can just hop into the nether. If you didn't already know this about sponges. Oh crap. That's not good. Yep. Linked up to the wrong portal. Well, we're gonna have to build a portal in the nether, I guess. Okay, so it turned out not quite so bad. This is the portal that we linked up to accidentally that goes to the end stronghold. And this is where we needed to build a portal. And it should link up right to where we left off. And it does. Alright, perfect. So now we have a way in and out. The whole point of that, though, was so that I could show you that we can, if you don't already know this, sponges, wet sponges, have to be put into a furnace in order to be dried out so that they can be used again. Or you can place them down in the nether and they dry out pretty much instantly. Alright, so I've cleared out this entire area and including removing the water from it. I also removed the water from our little drop shaft here, and I just had a horrible, horrible thought. I'm wondering if it's possible that the drop shaft we built is not in the right spot. Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, this is based on the center of the Guardian Temple, which I assume is in the center of the bounding box, but I could be wrong. And so as much as I really want to build out our kill room and collection area first before we build the farm, I really think like at this point it's probably a better idea if we build the farm first to make sure that this is in the right spot. And so before I start getting attacked here. So what I've done is I've gone back to base. You saw a second ago, I've taken off all my armor. I've made a bunch of new invisibility potions. And so we're going to go ahead and get started on the actual farm. Now I'm invisible. Let's make sure I've got some building blocks that I need. I probably won't need all of those. May or may not need all of those. And we're good. I'm not sure. Oh, there's the rest of my glass. So this farm is based on a design by a YouTuber by the name of Tri-Depth Bear. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. And of course, I will put his showcase video down in the description for you to peruse. It's a really cool concept that he came up with, and it seems like it works pretty well. And it comes down to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that should be the beginning of a 7x7 pad that we're going to try to use these sea lanterns and attract all of the guardians to each pad and then force them out of the water through bubble columns. Ooh, I will definitely take these ink sacs. And then funnel them into the center where we can easily kill them and get their drops. So I think this is in the right spot. If that is at 14, then this is the corner of the pad. If it's 7x7, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That should be dead center of the 7x7. I think I did that correctly. And then so we just bring this up to the top. That way, no matter where they spawn in the water column, they should be attracted to this right here. But then also, once we get them up there, we don't want them swimming back down. It's too many. So we'll replace a couple of these at the very, very top with solid blocks. Just like so. And then I'm not going to put the bubble columns in until later. I just don't feel like that would be a very good idea. Maybe a block that's not a gravity block. Let's do 1, 2, 3. And then this should be the edge of the box, because that would make it a 9x9, one block larger than the bubble column in order to catch everything that's coming up. All right, perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be it. That's 7. Yes. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So real quickly, guys, just wanted to show you, I got the 4 pillars done, and I'm outlining where the boxes are going to be for the catching system. And you can already see how the guardians are completely being attracted to and congregating around these pillars. That alone is giving me high hopes for this farm. I think this is going to work out very, very well. Alright guys, so I've got the other 3 modules done, except I still need to put a roof on that one over there. And I just thought I'd show you real quick. Filling these things up with water can be a little bit of a trick if you want to build this in your own survival world. One of the things we want to do is drop in some temporary blocks right there. And then of course we want all of this to be water sources so that the bubble columns continue to work. And then the top layer is just going to be a row of water that's pushing everything off in one direction. So we need to get rid of these pillar blocks right here. We can't have anything on the layer that we want to be water, otherwise it's not going to update properly. And then we can just do like we would normally do. Put water sources every other block along one side, and then also along an adjacent side. And that will all become water source blocks just like so. Now that that's done, we can put the center block back here. And we can go ahead and do the exact same thing one more time. Allow them all to become water source blocks. Drop in another pillar, but we can't do this layer just yet because we have to fill this in. Otherwise, the water at the top layer is not going to update properly, and it's all just going to flow down instead of flowing across. So in order to make this work, we need to go ahead and fill in this entire layer with temporary blocks of some kind. To be whatever you want. You can use some of the glass, you can use some stone that you've got. Obviously, you've just tore down a temple, so you've got a ton of this block right here, this Prismarine stuff, so that's what I'm going to use. And then, just like any other flowing water source, we just need to put them along one side, like this. And we should get it flowing all the way right to that first row of temporary blocks that we placed, which is perfect. And now we can knock all of these back out. But we're going to leave that front row. The reason is if we don't, then that water is going to drop down by a block and try to run 8 again. Which we actually want it to do. But we don't want it to do it just yet. So for right now, we're going to leave that. And that's going to allow us to kind of control the water. And let that water flow when we decide we're ready for it to flow. Now, once we've got this layer knocked out, we can actually take out the center one as well. We no longer need it on this layer. And now this entire layer also needs to be water source blocks. It's not currently, it's just this water flowing down, and that's not going to work for the bubble column that we put in later. So now we can just come in here, and it's not going to be as noticeable, but I promise it'll work. We'll do it just like we did the other layers before. We drop a source in every other block along one side and the adjacent side. Just like that. And now all of that... Oh, except we got some weird update issues. That's easy enough to fix. Just block over to it. I don't even know why that one happened. That must have been a ghost block. Same over here. Block to it. And then remove the blocks, and then that should become a water source as well. Alright, so that's it for that module. Now I can put a roof on it so that our guardians don't come flying out in their bubble columns. And then we can move on to the transport. Okay, we're putting the lava in place now, and with that, that should completely take care of... let's break that. Okay, completely take care of the main mob transport and item collection. I put a little water source down here just in case we had some catastrophic issues and we need to jump down and get ourselves out of fire real quick. But it seems like we're kind of okay. Let's break this. I'm going to need these scaffolds, but not right there. So now we're almost ready to go ahead and put in our bubble columns and start getting these guys flowing down and seeing how well this farm is going to work. But before I can do that, at this point, they're all just going to fall right down through here, which, honestly, between the fire damage and the fall damage, I think they would probably die, and we wouldn't have really anything to worry about, but I don't really want this filling up with guardians either, so let's go ahead and set up just a real quick and dirty containment, basically, I guess. I know that... Let's see, this is going to be the front where I'm standing. I think I want the items to output here. And I'm pretty sure I want this 1, 2, 6 blocks from the ceiling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. That is where our hoppers are going to start. Clear all that out. And clear that. And then I need my hoppers. If we just do this. Oh, come on. And then all leading into that one. Nope. There we go. Now, let's bust out this front section here. Just like that. A little bit of scaffolding. Now we can drop in the enchantment tables like so. That's what I was afraid of. There we go. So now the guardians will fall on these enchantment tables, which are less than a block high, so the hoppers can actually pick up what's going on underneath there. I'm also going to bust out these blocks right here, because what I would like to do is have the option to use this in full AFK mode, or to use it as an XP grinder as well. Oh, do I have another bucket of water? No. I messed up. That's alright. So we'll put these dispensers in the back with water buckets in them once I get water in that other one. And then we'll have the ability to flip a switch. Now we'll make this a water... do two things, honestly. It's going to be flowing water that's going to push the mobs towards us so that we can hit them with our sword. And it's also going to create a little water drop so that they will not die from fall damage. And hopefully there's enough time that it'll put them out from the fire, the damage that they're taking. And we'll still be able to whack them with our sword, but they'll be almost dead. Perfect. There we go. So that's going to stop them from being able to get to us or see us, but still leave plenty of room for us to smack them around. So that's good enough, actually, for right now. We can go ahead and put the soul sand in, test this thing out, make sure that we're getting mobs, and see where that's going to take us. Alright, real quick, I just wanted to kind of show you guys this last pad going in. It's pretty friggin' amazing. All of these Guardians are just hanging out right here. It's a little difficult, not gonna lie, to get this done because they're all sitting here. But pretty darn quickly, once we start putting the soul sand in place, they all go away. You can see all the other platforms are completely empty. More Guardians are spawning in. But they all looked exactly like this when I got down here. So that's 1, 2, 3 away. I was a little worried. I wasn't sure if this was going to end up interfering with our room down here or not, but I did block up the nether portal just in case. Ow! It's thorns. 1, 2, 3. I kind of need to hurry because my invisibility is starting to run out. In fact, let's go ahead and fill in what we've got here. Just to sort of get rid of these guys as best we can. Oh yeah, it's blinking. It's gonna run out any second now. And I'm almost out of air. Let's put our stuff back on. We're about to start taking damage. Lots of damage. Well, crap. Okay, a little bit of an issue. We did end up dying. I had to, and then I had to go back to base and make another invisibility potion to get all my stuff back. But I'm pretty sure that I got it all back. It's all, my inventory is completely destroyed right now. But it is what it is. Now, these guys are falling down and dying quite wonderfully. And at a pretty constant rate as well. Wow. Yeah, at a very constant rate, actually. This... Okay, they've slowed down a little bit. Well, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure if my plan is going to work. As far as the item collection system, they might be dropping... We might be getting more drops than what I had intended to do will handle. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll have to see. Okay, so real quick update. I've got the kill room basically all set up here. As you can see, we're getting plenty of mobs. Look at all the drops that are just hanging out there because the whole system is full. I'm really hoping that that my item collection system is going to be able to keep up. But they're falling down, they're dying from fire damage and fall damage all on their own. This is working excellent as an AFK farm. I've also got it set up so that I can flip this switch right here. And the 2 dispensers in the back fire and push the water sources out towards me, or drop out water sources to push the mobs towards me. We can sit down right here and close these guys right here. And all of this is in place to help us keep us from getting bounced around by their thorns effect. And we can just sit here and swipe away. Let's actually go ahead and mend up this pick while we're at it. And get all that amazing XP as well. Alright guys, we got the rooms all pretty much done. You can see I've fleshed out the killing room here a little bit. I've even got all the drops are scooting around the player in this little water column for no reason other than because I thought it would look cool. And then if we drop down here into the storage area, you can see I've got it's actually a little more than what you see here. There's some additional overflow storage in the back. So a little more than 6 double chests of Prismarine shards, and you can see we've already got a full chest of it. It's probably still filling up the hopper back there. 6 double chests of Prismarine crystals. We've already got a little over half a double chest. And then I've got one set here, 2 double chests set up for the cooked cod, and then 2 set up for raw cod for when we're using the farm in XP mode. These 6 chests right here are currently, the sorter is currently locked, so nothing will go into them because I haven't figured out really what I want to do with them yet. Though I do have an idea possibly for expanding this farm into something, into a dual purpose deal in the future. And then this set of these 2 double chests are not hooked up to a sorter at all, so any miscellaneous items or overflow will end up in there. If we walk around to the back here real quick, it also past, this is that miscellaneous section here without the sword hooked up to it. Past that, it is going to a dropper that I have here for overflow protection for later on. We'll set this thing up with a little bit of redstone and have it eject into a block of lava so that any items that pass through the sorting system completely and can't fit in the miscellaneous box will end up in there. But that's pretty much the build, guys. And holy crap, what a great Guardian farm. Make sure you go check out the link down in the description for the overview of this farm. Give the creator a little love, because this is seriously exceeded my expectations. This was super easy to build. We did die, but it was our own fault. It was super easy to build. No having to clear out the whole ocean. It didn't really take that much materials, and it's just a constant flow of guardians behind me falling to their death and dying, and items going everywhere. Definitely a cool build. I'm glad that I built it. We used up almost all of our redstone, though. Almost all the our redstone reserves between this farm and the sugarcane farm that we built on the live stream over the weekend. In fact, we did use them all up. We've had to borrow some redstone from another friend of ours who's playing on the server. And so in the next episode, we are going to go and build a witch farm, because we need a never-ending supply of redstone, of course. And we actually found a witch hut on stream. We found 2 of them. I didn't like the first one. There was way too much going on around it. We found another one that's still not great, but it'll do. It'll get the job done. So in the next episode, we're gonna build a witch farm. I've got a pretty cool idea for a collection area for that as well. So I hope you like it. This one's not done, obviously. We gotta hide all this crap and stuff, but you know, we'll do that. We'll take care of that off camera. Anyway, I hope you guys like this build. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider leaving a like. If you really liked it, and you haven't already, why not subscribe? Yeah, helps me out. Lets me know how much you like it. Let me know in the comments, too, what you think about this video, what you think about the farm, what you think about the build itself. If there's anything that you would do differently, how would you improve this? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. But anyway, until next time, guys, this is Runtime Error signing out. Peace.